Good evening. Welcome to the Pearl Report. I'm Diana Lin. Buying a new appliance, do you expect it to be operable for a long time or to break down soon? Planned obsolescence is a term coined in 1932 by American real estate broker Bernard London to end the Great Depression by setting a lifespan for products so consumers would keep having to purchase new ones. 80 years on, does this business model still exist?
My microwave oven broke down after a few months.
Mine will soon break down.
Have you noticed your home appliances becoming less and less durable?
Do consumers really need to use a light bulb for 30 to 40 years? That's a question.
3 to 5 years usage, or else how can manufacturers make money?
We won't intentionally make new products to expire early so people would buy new ones. This isn't our goal.
I have to print many leaflets or documents for meetings. They all need printing.
Christine Fong is a district councillor for Sai Kung. She says she often has to print out several 100,000 copies. She thinks printers she's using aren't durable.
This already replaces the previous one that I used for 2 years. I brought it back to the manufacturer's maintenance center, but was told they need a week to check for damaged components before quoting a price for repairs.
The consumer's misfortune is to have a warranty expire just before an appliance breaks down. Christine had this conversation with the maintenance staff.
如果另一方面出翻呢部機有啲零件佢查唔到出嚟更換嘅，咁就需要成部機更換啦。大概係620蚊左右，包括埋400蚊嘅檢查費㗎啦。
如果我換粒螺絲都係400蚊㗎啦。
個檢查費400蚊係不變嘅。
Christine says she might not repair the printer if it costs too much. Someone suggested she should buy a new one.
無論 sales
Salesmen or maintenance managers would tell you components for these machines would become obsolete. Manufacturers won't produce them anymore. When they see the stock of goods is dwindling, they ask you to consider other machines. Let's say a faster printer, and ask you to replace your old one.
The global consumer culture is to buy new products to replace the old. This documentary is on planned obsolescence. A Spanish computer technician named Marcos told the interviewer when he took his malfunctioning printer to a maintenance center, the staff persuaded him to buy a new printer. But Marcos decided to check the printer himself. He found a chip inside, counting the number of prints before the printer shut down.
The printer story, for instance, that's a modern story. You can see how planned obsolescence has evolved, how it's getting into more modern products, how it's getting into electronics, how it's becoming more invisible.
Simulating Marcos's situation, we printed out page after page until a message showed up saying, the printer's ink pads are at the end of their surface life. No matter what buttons we pressed, the printer didn't respond. It must be changed at a maintenance center. First, we had to pay a 100 Hong Kong dollar inspection fee. Next, we got a quotation. 30 Hong Kong dollars to replace the pad, 220 Hong Kong dollars for the technician, 350 Hong Kong dollars in total. A brand new machine costs $1 less.
咁我哋用呢一個 software 咧係可以做到呢一個 reset 嘅效果，咁就已經係 reset 咗㗎啦。
Steve has been repairing printers for over a decade. He says he can revive printers by pressing only a few buttons. Many ink injection printers have a sponge pad to absorb the waste ink during printing.
Here is a dismantled printer. You can see 2 small white boxes with a sponge.
This is the waste ink pad. Replace it? Sure. But you need to dismantle the printer like this.
Steve revealed you can reset the counter 5 to 6 times before the waste ink pad has to be replaced. But the pad will get full one day. You can get a new one for a few $100s. Is that reasonable?
For example, this kind of commercial printer doesn't use a waste ink pad. It has a waste ink box. It's more convenient. To some degree, you can say this controls when a user needs to replace a machine. But you can also say it's to protect the company reputation and guarantee the printer from leaking ink. The intention is to calculate how much ink the pad can approximately absorb.
You can reset it up to 5, 6 times before the ink actually starts flowing out. So they're actually playing very safe with this explanation about the ink. I think they're blocking it far too early. And I think that's to encourage us to buy a new printer. People might say, well, this time I am going to change printer because maybe it is getting old, the problem's coming back more often. So I think it's complex, but it's definitely thought, it's invented to encourage you to buy a new one.
It's a carbon filament light bulb installed in a fire station in California. It was produced in 1901 and has been on for 1 million hours until June 27, 2015. One can still see the bulb lit every day online. However, that's the only light bulb in the world that's been used for more than 100 years.
When the light bulb was designed, its normal lifespan was preset at 1,000 hours. When it reaches the time limit, the product is no longer effective. This is how planned obsolescence developed.
When the light bulb was invented, the manufacturer claimed it can be used for up to 2,500 hours. In 1924, several light bulb companies around the world formed the Phoebus cartel. It secretly standardized the service life of a light bulb at 1,000 hours. A list of penalties from 1929 showed the cartel would test light bulbs from different manufacturers. If their lifespan exceeded 1,500 hours, the firm would be fined. Courts in the US tried to ban the shortening of a light bulb's lifespan, but to no avail. Today, planned obsolescence has become a vital topic in business management courses.
The first way is to render the function obsolete. Take the light bulb. It becomes ineffective at a certain point. As for materials, simply use not too durable stuff.
Energy-saving bulbs started to become popular in the 1990s. Tungsten bulbs were being phased out. Then came a trend for LED lights. The European Union has standardized the testing method for the lifespan of LED lights. Manufacturers wishing to enter the European market must have their products notarized.
The testing method is to keep a light bulb switched on round the clock. After 1,000 hours, its survival rate is checked. Based on the EU requirements, the rate must be over 95%. After 6,000 hours, 90%.
LED lights on the market are said to be energy-saving and durable.
15,000 hours. Turn on for 3 hours a day, it can last 15 years.
The durability of household LED lights is 10 times that of tungsten bulbs. And commercial LED lights can last 30,000 to 50,000 hours.
This is for household use. Put it in a table lamp or ceiling light. It doesn't have to be too bright. Brighter lights are more often used by hotels and restaurants. Commercial users don't want to replace their light bulbs too often. So we designed the lifespan to fit the usage.
Household LED lights can technically last 50,000 hours, but they are designed with a lifespan of 15,000 hours.
I deliberately designed them to last only 15,000 hours to make you buy more light bulbs? No. It's simply because we can control the cost if we make an LED light like this.
Vincent says the thermal design and materials used can control the lifespan of products.
If people think 15,000 hours are acceptable, they pay only $30. To make a light bulb last 50,000 hours is 3 or 4 times more expensive. No one would buy my products. That's a wrong move for us.
Coming up, can consumers benefit from planned obsolescence?
Consumers have the right to choose between durability and design.
Stay with us. Welcome back to the Pearl Report. How durable are household appliances? The U.S. National Association of Home Builders has done a survey on the average lifespan of refrigerators, washing machines, air conditioners, microwave ovens, stoves, etc. The results are far from Hong Kong users' estimation. Some interviewees wrote figures much lower than the average. They feel electrical appliances are increasingly fragile.
好耐以前嗰啲襟用嗰時，以前用嗰啲起碼用 over 10年。因為啲鋼水唔同啊嘛，而家鋼水咧，即係計個數3年啊，用完啦嘛，係嘛？唔係佢生產商邊有生意做啫？即係你覺得係生產商故意嘅？梗係啦，佢唔襟用係手提電話，即係2、3年壽命嘅啫。
This has given rise to a thriving smartphone maintenance business. This whole mall are repair shops.
舊電唔知點解無端端會冇？係啊，佢冇電換啊嘛。佢收佢150蚊，100蚊檢查，係啊，350蚊油電。啊，佢而家係咁衰嘅咩嗰啲？係啊，冇辦法啦，你內置電就咁啦。一係換舊電視咯，係咯，3嚿水。
Wilson has been repairing cell phones for 28 years, from the days of big portable phones to the smartphones now. But he has to update his tools constantly, even a new screwdriver for a small school.
This
one fits all Apple phones. The red one only works on the iPhone 7. Without it, you can't dismantle the phone. To extract a chip, we use a heat gun, set at different temperatures for different things.
Although Wilson is willing to upgrade his tools, his business is dwindling because it's impossible to buy components from the manufacturer.
Much more difficult to maintain. Soon they can't be repaired. Often the manufacturer sets limitations. Many components can only be activated after being verified by servers. If the phone detects some major components are not made by the original manufacturer, it won't let you activate your phone. Now our job has become easier. Change the screen or battery, deal with minor problems such as the battery not being charged. That's basically it.
However deft Wilson is in repairing cell phones, many people change their phones every 2 years due to natural wear and tear.
If you can't update the system, you can't install apps. Then it becomes a phone simply to make calls or go online. Better to buy a new phone. Don't come to me. It can't be repaired.
Greenpeace has worked with the US website iFixit to investigate 17 brands of computers, tablets and cell phones globally to see if they can easily be repaired. 2 of Hong Kong's most popular brands had the worst results.
For phones, batteries must be changed most often. But is it difficult to replace? Actually not. In the eras of 3G or 2G, batteries are installed externally. But now, when we talk about batteries, it's not a problem to extract them, but to seal up the phone. You can't just use a screwdriver to pry it apart because it's designed with layers of obstacles.
He says manufacturers start from the design to intentionally make phones difficult to repair and at high costs. That's the strategy of planned obsolescence.
If you take your phone to a small maintenance shop in Sintat Plaza, it might cost hundreds of dollars to replace a battery. But if you go to a big company, it might cost twice or 3 times more. Many factors make consumers avoid maintenance.
In fast-cycle industries, it's unavoidable. A company needs new products and fresh income. On the other hand, customers also want new products.
A survey done by Dr. Colin Wong has found consumers don't necessarily want a very durable phone.
Consumer satisfaction and durability are linked not linearly, but curvilinearly. Consumers are not pleased with either too long or too short a period of usage or effectiveness. Take the cell phone. Consumers are satisfied with a 4-year lifespan.
From a phone with no other function but to make calls to ones with messaging functions, to those with color screens to functions such as taking photos and playing songs, to the current age of smartphones where you can do all your chores. Functions evolve through design, so old phones become obsolete.
Danny was a reporter for Handset magazine. He's collected more than 300 cell phones.
Internal batteries have a circuitry design allowing more autonomy. Manufacturers can make complex designs. With every charge, the batteries can last longer.
Danny used to change his phone every few months. But he hasn't seen any breakthroughs in recent smartphone designs, so he hasn't caught up with the latest models.
Often, the phones are as efficient as they can get. You can play stereoscopic games, take photos with very high resolution, and listen to music with very good audio effects. But manufacturers still push their efficiency, maybe from 90 to 95 points, then launch another new model.
Last year, 1.5 billion smartphones were sold worldwide at a profit of $54 billion for manufacturers.
The numbers definitely have positive support for manufacturers' share prices. They often make public how many cell phones they've sold, but not how many they've repaired. This way, they can roll out and sell more new products. Then the lifespan of older models becomes shorter.
Water heaters are a durable necessity, unlike cell phones. It shouldn't have to be replaced often. The inner tank of this model has a permanent warranty. Permanent warranty only covers the inner tank. Other electrical fittings have warranties of 2 to 3 years.
Edwards' company produces various electrical appliances. He says durability is very important for brand image.
Modern people don't require a long lifespan for a product. They like to change styles often. However, from a supplier or a manufacturer's viewpoint, we won't take risks. Because not every customer thinks this way. Some require durability. If your product has a short lifespan, they would complain.
This June, the European Parliament issued a report on the durability of products and called on manufacturers to make products easier to repair. It also urged them to provide maintenance instructions and ensure components can be changed, and so on. The report also suggests stopping planned obsolescence, since it makes consumers lose faith in products and unwilling to pay more to buy products of better quality.
I think responsibility should be given to consumers. They have the right to choose between durability and design.
Well, thank you for watching our show. It will be re-aired on Monday, Tuesday, and Saturday, as well as online and on mobile apps. Until next time, from the Pearl Report team, good night, good luck, and good health.